West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. First quality LVP click lock with 12 mil wear layer, 9 great colors. Plus unboxed click lock at $1 per square foot. Box grip strip at $1.09 per square foot. Don't pay big box prices. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
Accurate forecasts matter. Trust the local 3 Storm Alert team to make sure you're prepared. Wherever you live in the Tennessee Valley, the Storm Alert team has the technology and experience to keep you weather ready for sunny days and stormy days.
Hi, I'm Carter Fowler. We're heating up the season with truckloads of brand new indoor and outdoor furniture here at Fowler Brothers Company Home and Patio. Shop now for guaranteed lowest prices on top quality sofas, dining sets, bedroom furniture, and more. Cozy up your patio with our huge selection of outdoor furniture from all the best brands. Hurry in and save up to 70% off on yellow tag items before they're gone. Plus, get up to 12 months free financing. Visit us today and save thousands on the furniture you really want. I-24, 4th Avenue exit.
I got hurt by a texting driver and the insurance company is rushing me to settle.
I've got $10,000 in medical bills and they only offered me $5,000.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, you deserve more.
More answers to your questions, more attention to your case.
And more money in your pocket.
The insiders got me $100,000 for my car wreck. Way more than the insurance company was offering.
I'm Brent.
And I'm Jay. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us.
It's just that easy.
Call 265-1100.
Congratulations to Olivia Reeves. This Chattanooga native just won the gold medal in weightlifting at the Paris Olympics. From everyone at Local 3 and across the Tennessee Valley, congratulations on your hard work and amazing accomplishment.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. Big name brand heat pumps with heat kits as low as $2,600. 3/8-inch thick beadboard paneling, only $22.50 a sheet. Don't pay big box prices, but hurry. Limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
Good morning. So nice to have you join us on this beautiful Monday in the Tennessee Valley. Are you looking around your home thinking, you know what, I wish I could improve this and this. Maybe you're in the market for a new home. Well, it couldn't be better timing because this weekend it's the Fall Tri-State Home Show. I'm so happy this morning to have Raquel Schrumpf here. She's with the Home Builders Association of Greater Chattanooga. This is Nate Thomason. He's an energy pro with EPB. EPB is a sponsor of the home show again this year, Raquel.
Yes.
And Nate, we are told, is a rising star. So good to have you both.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I know right off the bat that I didn't get the full name of the home show in, so I want you to correct me. It's the Tri-State.
It's the Tri-State. It's the Fall Home Show.
Okay, so I just missed the season.
It's a big word, and that's okay. We've been here for 57 years. So, which is a good thing.
Well, I love that you're doing the Fall Home Show because I think this is the time of year where we're all kind of looking forward to nesting, right?
Yes.
The holidays are right around the corner.
Well, and everyone's back from spring. I mean, like we just discussed before we came on air, kids are in school, we're back on track, let's get back in our schedules. When you do that, you kind of look around at your home and figure out how that year's going to go for you. Mm-hmm. And then you also have, I hate to say it, the holidays.
I love to say the holidays, but yeah.
The second I see Christmas out too early, I'm like, oh, come on now. But my point is, when you're at the Fall Home Show, you can look forward to things like lighting your house and getting that figured out ahead of time and taking off some stress to the holidays. You could start planning your year.
So that's where Nate comes in because he is an energy pro with EPB. So you and I were chatting a little bit ahead of time. You're going to have some teams there for visitors when they come because you'll talk to them about how they can make their homes more energy efficient, right?
That's correct. So we're actually offering several things through EPB, giving advice on any type of home improvements dealing with energy efficiency. We are offering rebates now for new home builders or even people living in existing homes. Mm-hmm. Anything to do with energy efficiency. So new heating and air systems, air sealing your home, duct sealing, attic insulation, several things. There will be a group of us there to discuss that with anybody that wants to come by.
That's part of the power of the home show. It's the full weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know you have something kind of special on Friday this year because you've got realtors who are going to be present.
So what we're doing normally, the Home Builder Association, that's who puts on the home show. We join and we have this joint luncheon with GCAR, which is our real estate association here in Chattanooga, and we do a joint luncheon that forecasts, it does all of our economic forecasts for the year for the building industry. But what's special about that is that we're putting it to kick off our show on Friday. So Friday is a great professional day. You can bring your office, You could come half day, to go to that luncheon, and then spend the day looking through the home show. And then on the weekend, you could bring back your family. Because I know if I walk through something and I look at it, I think, ooh, I might want to do this at home, but I need to talk to my partner.
Absolutely.
I need to talk to my spouse.
Right.
So with that said, you then have all the pros in the house. So not only do you have the home show, but look, you have the people that live and breathe building and buying and selling.
Right. So when you get your tickets for the home show, is it one ticket for the whole weekend, or you do it each time you come?
You can either buy the ticket for the weekend, or you could buy a one-day pass, and they're half off right now in advance sales. You could buy them online.
Okay. There's like a fraternity within the Home Builders Association and the whole community of people that work to make your home a vibrant place, because they really enjoy sharing with each other. So many of them work together in varying capacities. So when they're there represented, it gives you as the homeowner a chance to really hear from all of them under one roof.
Yes, they have great synergy. So even when we put the home show together, I help them select their booths because I know they'll refer business. So let's say, for example, the honeydew service. He works a great deal with this particular chimney guy or with this HVAC guy. So if he's going to come in and do a bit of a remodeling for you, he's going to have his vendors that he trusts and he works with in all of his homes. So then that person, so instead of just calling someone in the yellow pages, you're not going to get that referral.
Right.
That's the point of the home show. It is our local resources.
I want to give Nate a big shout out, because when the storms came through a couple of weeks ago, you were out there on the front lines helping on the logistics side of things to help the crews get out to get the power back on. Y'all love what you do at EPB, so you want people to come and take advantage of your being there that weekend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't make it, the Energy Pros will still come to people's homes, right?
We do. So we'll give you a home energy checkup. It's a free energy assessment through EPB, and you can schedule that by calling our hotline 648-1EPB or visiting our website at epb.com.
Let me show people how they can get to the home show this weekend. There is the information on your screen. Go enjoy, make your home the place that you want to be most in the whole wide world. And for all you dads out there, and the moms too, on Mondays here on the show, we always have a dad joke of the week. So here's our funny resident dad, Jason, with this week's joke.
Your dad joke of the week, brought to you by West Yellow Knife Trading Post.
Welcome back to this week's installment of the Dad Joke of the Week. Got a buddy of mine, kind of worried about him. He's addicted to brake fluid. Says he can stop anytime he wants. I stayed up all night to see where the sun went, and then it dawned on me. Thank you.
Jason, come on, that was bad, really bad. Anyway, for something good though, come to West Yellow Knife in Dalton. You better get it when you see it at the knife.
Look your best.
See your best.
Look your best.
See your best.
Look your best.
See your best.
Look your best.
See your best. Look your best.
See your best.
At Ear Optical.
The Purple Store.
Ear Optical. At USA Insulation, we fix hot homes. Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Quality service quickly, that's what you get from Precision.
It puts their smile on their face, and they really have confidence in us after we figure it out.
No, I'm not an actor, and I'd rather be out fixing doors right now.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
At Papa John's, we know quality. Handcrafted pizzas, always served with extras. Better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some Papa John's. Get a free bread side when you buy any large pizza with 2 toppings or more using code TASTE.
Hello Chattanooga, I'm Kevin Bragg with Bragg Weight Loss. So if you struggled with weight all your life, tried every fad diet there is, only for them to be unsuccessful, we are currently offering a new client special where we will address the root cause of your issues with weight. You will get a detailed body composition analysis, customized meal plan. This is going to help you unlock your potential and turn you into a fat burning machine. Call Bragg Weight Loss today to schedule your consultation.
Local 3 School Patrol, covering the classrooms in your community.
It's so great to be back with you after the Olympics. I'm sure you had a lot of fun watching the athletes as we did and cheering on Team USA. You definitely were not alone. Our next guest had their own version of an Olympic party over the last couple of weeks. So great to have Katie Holloway back on the show with us this morning, and she's here to introduce Brandy Murray. They are with Hickory Valley Retirement Community.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Julie.
So you were the second most patriotic place in town?
We think so. We think so. We had a great time celebrating the Olympics. We had opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies, and a lot of fun things in between. A lot of activities that our residents got to participate in as if we were at the Olympics.
That
a lot
is
of
very fun.
French-inspired food, so food and fun.
So fun, I guess, Brandy, is a big thing that drew you to your position there now at Hickory Valley. Y'all two seem to be very well blended.
Yes.
We are. It's a great place, and it's such a vibrant community. They're constantly moving and going and doing something fun and all kinds of activities, and Katie just makes sure that it's just a wonderful place to be.
It really is a vibrant community. It's well established. That's the word I want to say, I guess, because there's something new about it, but it's updated.
Absolutely. So community's updated, and we're always adding new activities too. So one of the biggest things that we always promote is a thriving community, active, keeping our seniors active. And so we don't just continue to do, we have a lot of the same things we've done before, because you don't mess with bingo in senior living. But just like celebrating the Olympics, you know, we're always looking for fun, new ways, and we always welcome resident input too. So if someone has something that they enjoy specifically doing, we absolutely will throw it on the calendar.
So I guess let me take a step back, and Brandy, you can maybe jump in to help me here if you know where I'm going with it. But you know, like if you have a little child starting first grade, they're little. They don't need the great big hugeness of a monstrous building.
Right.
So if you're coming into senior living, you're older, and some of the glitz and glam might not be what you're looking for. You're looking for more home. And that's what I meant when I said you're older but updated.
Yes.
It feels very like an easy transition, I would think, for people.
I think it is. It looks so much more like home. We want it to be a community that they feel very comfortable in, that is decorated like home. You don't want it to have this commercial feel, or it's very homey and comfortable.
Let's talk about your background a little bit, because it really is not in senior living communities. You were in EMS for most of your career.
I have. I've spent 26 years in EMS. I do believe that that's given me an edge, though, in a lot of ways. I've been in, honestly, every building within a couple of counties around here, so I've got to see it coming in from a different perspective. I've got to really see the way things work in a great way, or the way things that have an opportunity for improvement. And Katie's building I've been in multiple times, just on a different side, and it's just such a wonderful community.
I would imagine then, being in that EMS world, risk assessment is a big part of your personality. So people come to you and they're vibrant and 78 and doing great, but then there can be a hiccup. And you've got to make sure that you're protecting them.
Yes, absolutely. And that has afforded me a little bit of edge, I think, in the way that I talk to families and potential residents, and just understanding better where they're coming from and what their needs are and what their anticipated needs may be, whether it's 6 months down the road or 3 years down the road.
So you're the first person that somebody will meet when they come in to talk about getting a tour?
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to probably hear as much as you can from that family.
Absolutely. I love to hear what they did for work, how they grew up, what they love to do now. Also, what are some of the experiences that the family members or those that are taking care of them, what's kind of the pain points there that they're experiencing, and just how we can make that such a smooth transition when they come to Hickory Valley, and just keep them happy and vibrant, and oftentimes doing better. You'll see them 2 weeks after they get to our community. The families are shocked because they're doing so much better.
You're definitely in a great location, Katie, because you're so close to everything, so people can keep their doctors, because they're just a 15-minute drive probably, no matter where.
Exactly.
They are. Shopping is close by. You're nestled in a neighborhood. But you really try to keep the community coming into your community too.
We do. We always want people, we welcome anyone to come in to tour, so we love to have events that draw people to our community. And coming up next month on September the 11th, we have a first responders breakfast where it's a drive-through breakfast. We know how busy our first responders are, so we want them to come in. They can take a tour if they want to, but if they just have the time to drive through and grab a sandwich and a drink, then we want to reward them for all that they do and do for our community too and for our residents.
So does that mean that your residents are going to be out there serving the breakfast?
Some of them will probably be out there, yes. I think we have such engaged residents that they're going to want to come out there, thank them. So our residents will be out there, we will be out there. It'll just be a fun-filled day, and cooler temperatures in September.
We're hoping. When you met Katie for the first time and she began to tell you some stats about Hickory Valley, did you say nuh-uh when she told you that some of the residents are often 100, 102 years old?
It was a little bit mind-blowing, but after I've got out there, I can see how you have that. A place like that promotes longevity, I think. They're just so happy. They're genuinely happy and taken care of, and so it was a shock, but it's not surprising now.
Remind me, you're independent living. So if though you come in and you begin to have some health issues, you can just have outside people come in. What types of things do you have on site?
Sure. So we provide actually services. So we have 103 independent living apartments. We do have 15 assisted living apartments.
Okay.
So one of our kind of unique things about our community is in independent living, our team, our assisted living staff, can add on services for and keep you in your independent living apartment if you just need a little bit of help. But then if you do progress and your needs increase, then we can easily transition you to assisted living where you have the same staff, the same friends, the same activities, and you're already familiar.
I would imagine that when you first move in, for a lot of people, it's kind of like the first month of college away from home.
Yes, that's exactly what I say.
And it's not really very comfortable, and that the tendency might be to just kind of stay in your own apartment. You don't hurry people through that process.
No. So one of the big things we do is during our orientation process is each director introduces them, introduces themselves, what they do, who to reach out to, and then they usually buddy up with maybe their table mates at dinner. So you've got 2 or 3 people you eat with, and then they just kind of slowly, and you can stay in your apartment while you're acclimating, come out when you're comfortable, but we really go at that resident speed and kind of preferences.
So if your speed is that you want to come get breakfast with them on September 11th, if you're a first responder, they'd love to see you. Come and meet Brandy. You can call them anytime. There's the number, 855-0508. You're welcome to pop in, but if you'll call, it gives them a chance to have their calendar cleared for you so you can get that one-on-one time. Great to see you both.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you so much.
Celebrate Labor Day with unbeatable savings at Linderman's Furniture. All power reclining sofas, $500 off. Catnapper recliners and power lift chairs, $200 off. Ashley Benchcraft sectionals and sofa love seat sets starting at $9.99. Sealy King or Queen adjustable beds, $200 off. Split King adjustable beds up to $1,000 off. With free local delivery and free haul off of your old furniture, come see why Linderman's Furniture is North Georgia and Chattanooga's best kept secret.
Sometimes I do struggle with fatigue.
My stomach hurts. I have brain fog.
I have trouble sleeping.
I have joint pain.
I deal with anxiety and depression.
Flat, dull, lopsided. One was just bigger than the other, and it was depressing to look at.
At Sono Bello, we're on a mission to help women feel more confident in their curves with our innovative approach to breast augmentation.
Being a mom, you are always taking care of others. Now it's time to take care of me.
I really wanted to gain my body confidence back. And it feels so good to finally have that confidence.
Take advantage of the summer sale and call, or go to sonobello.com to get the best deal of the year.
When people stop me to ask, what's my case worth, here's what I tell them. All law firms are not the same. You see, the most important part of anyone's injury case is the firm you hire. The insurance company knows exactly which firms fight for full value and which firms will settle your case for pennies on the dollar. Our firm has recovered billions and billions and billions. $3 billion last year alone. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
It was J.R.R. Tolkien who said, "All who wander are not lost." But when you come here to Cloudland Villas and Rising Fawn, you're not going to be lost, but you will want to wander. Let's wander over and check in with the owner, Al Zmolinskas, about this beautiful spot he calls home. Thank you, Al, so much for inviting us up here.
Well, you're very welcome.
So it's Cloudland Villas. I know that we're going to want to take people inside the villas, but the view is too pretty for us to not talk out here. What a spectacular backdrop to the world you have.
Lucky to be here. I mean, yes.
So I love your story. You and I have had a chance to chat a little bit before the cameras began to roll. And just when we think we've heard as many stories as we're going to hear, you throw some more our way. So you just came here to Dade County a couple of years ago.
Correct.
You're a risk taker, a man who likes an adventure, so you came on a lark. Is that right?
That's correct. And then that I was looking for a challenge. I guess I'm at the age where if I don't do that now, it might be too late. So yes, it was challenge and a more gut decision than analytics. And I love that the fact that I made that decision.
So you can hear in your accent, Al moved here from Orlando.
Correct.
You were there for a number of years, but your original home country is Lithuania.
Yeah.
So I asked you if the scenery here reminds you of home a little bit more than Florida.
A little bit, yes. I mean, we don't have mountains, but I grew up in a very much hilly situation. So yeah, that was part of my decision. I guess naturally was driven this way.
So when you come here to Cloudland Villas, I think you set it up beautifully because there really is something for every size party. You have houses, a couple of houses. You also have apartments. All of them have your touch though, and it kind of blends in this minimalist decor to take in the beauty that's around.
Yeah, so I can fit up to 20 people as of today and planning to build quite a bit more. And I have a smaller, it starts with a studio, and the biggest houses fits 6 people, or you can rent the entire property together. So yes, and
oh, so people could come if you wanted to have a family reunion here, for example, and your family was 20 people or less, everyone could have their own area to stay.
Correct.
I have a feeling that they might fight to come to the most recent house that we were in, which is your newest property. That is fantastic. Can we talk about that one a minute?
Yeah, it gets better and better as we go.
So you walk in the door and you wanted there to be this kind of feeling for your guests that the first thing they see is not the kitchen, which implies work. You want them to feel relaxed when they walk in the door.
Yes. Really, well, I wanted them to take away from home routine and to relax. So, well, the way I say that, it's a retreat for your body, mind, and soul. Mm-hmm. It should explain everything, and that's why I put a lot of effort in doing the little details, and I do everything starting with the making floor plans and everything. So it's the way you see those houses, it's not the way it was. It's redone completely, and I think where people going to be setting their luggage and everything from details like that, and then where they can enjoy sitting in the nature. Mm-hmm. Obviously I have trails, I have chairs and swings throughout the entire property and so on. So
yeah, none of it is done to take away from the scenery. The views up here are always going to be the star. So when you first pull up to the properties, they just kind of blend in from the outside. Then you open the door, and I was wowed for the 2 that I walked into. It's very warm. There's a lot of artistic touches to it. I love in this house that we were just talking about, the staircase that goes down to the kitchen area and the stone that is around it. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. The biggest thing, I guess that's what it is. I get absolutely vast majority of the people gives me very good reviews, mm-hmm. Very detailed reviews. So I guess it feeds my ego and so it motivates me to go further. But I have experience in doing that, so I guess that's another thing why I'm here, and I think I can do it. And could make living. But it's not living is just part of, money is a part of what I need, but I enjoy doing that. That's the biggest thing.
I'm getting a bit of nostalgia as I talked to you this morning. I lived in Vermont for a while. I have a brother who still lives up there. The air up here smells like my days in Vermont. There's a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Almost. Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
absolutely, yes. Yeah, and it's depending on a day. Well, we just had a hot year. It was different, but it is still, well, I'm Floridian more than anything, so it's still better than Florida. It's different, you know, and any other, in the winter, in the fall, in the spring, it's so different and interesting and rich, and I love it.
So we are essentially close to the bluff, if not on the bluff, I think, where we are. So you mentioned the 14 acres that you have and the trails that can take people around. I'm sure each one holds its own charm and beauty. Do you kind of help people guide themselves through which trails are the easiest to take?
Yes, I do, and I started. In the beginning, people they couldn't find a trail. They would get lost. Even it's 14 acres. It's not that big, but now I have a GPS. I created a trail on the All Trail website. Mm-hmm. I have a GPS guided tour, so you can click on the link, and it takes you where to go. And I have pictures and everything. So now I'm somewhat organized. I do have a website. I provide all that information. And I'm still improving it. I'm still working on it. So,
how accessible are you to the guests when they come? And I ask because when you travel the right way, you don't just take in the sights. You get to know the people of the place that you're visiting. So, do your guests get to have conversations with you? Do you become friends with some of them?
yes, that's a very exciting and important part to me, and I was sort of planning that. So not everybody seeks. Some people just tries to, I guess, run away from the city, which is I learned that, and I'm staying as far away as I can, and I'm trying to be there anytime they text me. Like, well, I live on the property and I don't travel right now too much, so I'm there all, or I have somebody on the property to help them. But I do communicate with people. The ones communicate. I do communicate. I meet all kind of interesting people, and I've made already quite a few friends from my customers.
So you could be next on the list if you act quickly. They book you through Airbnb, not your website. Is that correct?
Airbnb or VRBO.
Okay, either
two
one.
platforms.
But you can look them up online as well. You can also always reach out to the Alliance for Day. They've been so gracious to get us up to these spectacular places. So they too can help you if you can't find it online. But you will book your stay, whether it's 2 or 3 nights or a full week. Carve out time to get to know Al. You can speak to him in English, but he does speak 4 languages. He's not so sure about the French, but we have faith in him. And thank you for the invitation.
One day.
Say come soon in Lithuanian.
Atvykite kuo greičiau.
Your child could shine as a Local 3 junior forecaster. Wednesdays at 5:30 on Local 3 News. If they love the weather and can read on camera, send a video to juniorforecaster@local3news.com. Presented by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm.
At Chattanooga Allergy Clinic, we see firsthand how allergies and asthma can impact your quality of life.
That's why caring for our patients is the most important part of what we do.
Year after year, our community has named us the best allergy and asthma clinic in your area.
If you or a loved one is experiencing allergy and asthma symptoms,
our team of board-certified doctors is here to help.
Make your appointment today and start living life to the fullest.
Can I use your shower again? I can't find anyone to fix it over the weekend.
Yeah, but you should have just called my guy. Hey, Greg.
What's up, Luke?
Can you fix the shower today?
Absolutely.
Even on Sunday?
Of course. No one should go without water. That's why we're here for you. 24/7, 365.
You look ridiculous.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Somebody once asked me, David, if you stacked up a bunch of lawnmowers, how many would it take to get to the moon? I said, beats me, but I can tell you how many Toros I've got in the new warehouse. I'm going to roll them out.
This weekend, Vassy Lawn and Garden is going to move some mowers. 42-inch Toro Z's from $27.99 and instant rebates up to $2,000 or easy financing up to 48 months. Man alive, it was worth the drive. Fall clearance this weekend at Vassy Lawn and Garden, Highway 60 North in Cleveland.
Star Night returns with a concert by multi-platinum singer and songwriter Gavin DeGraw. Saturday, August 24th at the Chattanooga Convention Center, benefiting the children and families served at Siskin Children's Institute. Tickets at siskin.org.
We're going to get your house looking great this morning. Not really us specifically, but Patrick Spencer will. He's back on the show with Zero Res with a team on the ready to send your way to get your rugs and your carpets nice and clean with no toxic problems or soap residue left over. I've learned my lesson well. He's back with us this morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I don't ever go to a spot that gets stained on my rug anymore with some soap in my hand.
You don't?
I know now not to do that.
Gosh, I am glad I brought some value to it.
I have been taught. So Zero Res is very unique. People have heard the name, no doubt, but they still find it possibly too good to be true.
Sure.
It's not too good to be true.
Not just science. Yeah.
So you take water.
Yep.
And you do what with the water?
We electrolyze the water. And what that basically means is we send it through this fancy equipment, this machine, and the machine has a cell in it, and the cell creates electrolysis. It's an electrolysis process where water is H2O. We separate some of the hydrogen from the oxygen. I'll skip all the boring stuff, but long story short, we add some sodium, which is just ordinary salt. It creates a new molecule with the hydrogen. We create a sodium hydroxide molecule that's completely safe, completely innocuous. It's actually so safe you can drink it, but it actually creates a very potent cleaning agent. But we do that through water, salt, and electricity, not traditional chemicals that, aren't particularly good.
I think I've asked you this before, but remind me again of your background. Did you just kind of stumble upon this? Was this an idea you had in your head and you thought, let me see if I'm right?
No, so we are a franchise, and the franchise is relatively new. It's about 20 years old, and it started out in Utah. And so we are like a master franchisor, and we were really looking for breakthrough technology. So it wasn't for the love of carpet cleaning, it wasn't for the love of air duct cleaning or rug cleaning. It was really for what is different, what's something that's fundamentally different that's going to change an industry.
Right.
And this industry, a lot of good people, but it's been done the same way for 100+ years. It's soap, detergent, water. And the problem with that people always complained about whenever they had their rugs or carpets cleaned was, looks good and then it looks dirty 2 months later. Why is that? And it's because of the products that they're using to clean with, where ZR water, electrolyzed oxidative water, is a whole new way to clean, and it's a better way to clean that doesn't leave those residues behind. So when we're done, the spots don't come back. Your carpets stay cleaner, longer, and they're much healthier.
When you've explained it to me, it's one of those aha moments, like, oh, of course that makes so much sense, but I would have never thought of it until you said it to me, that the very job of soap is to attract dirt. So when you've done conventional cleanings and there's that residue left, it's continuing to attract the dirt, thus the stains that come back.
Yeah, and almost everything we use in our homes, whether we're cleaning our countertops or cleaning our refrigerator, our hardwood floors, all of those, can't say all of them, but most of those products leave behind a residue too. So just because it's a hard surface doesn't mean you're not leaving a residue behind.
Right.
More often you are than you aren't.
So to that end, I know that when you have customers call you and you come and get their carpets cleaned, you will leave for them, I think, some of the solution.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to begin to clean like a marble countertop with it, it's safe to do.
Totally safe. In fact, in my home, it's really all we use to clean with. I will admit, in our showers, we will use something else, just because there's the mold mildew that grows in our showers.
Sure.
I'll skip the boring part, but you need something else to tackle that, not to kill it, but to actually remove the black color. But everything else in our home, it's all we use to clean.
So whether you have little kids like you do, if you've got an 8-month-old beginning to crawl, of course you're going to be concerned about what they're going to potentially grab.
Right.
This is safe. Pets, totally safe.
Yeah, they can drink it. I mean, they literally can drink it. You probably can't buy anything in the store where you say, if he drinks that, he's probably going to be okay. This you can drink and you're going to be okay.
It's also not pricey. So when you see the specials that they always have going on, it's not the kind of thing where you're going to think, oh, I would love to do it, but it's out of my price range. You keep it very affordable for people.
It's very reasonable. I mean, we generally have a 3-room special.
Yeah.
So if you just have 3 rooms, that's a great deal. So take advantage of it. And if you have more, it's not exuberantly expensive.
You also don't recommend that people do it very often, so once a year often is enough.
Yeah, once every 12 to 18 months, that's a good rule of thumb. You do want to, just like going to the doctor or dentist or anything like that, you want to have some level of frequency when we're cleaning our homes, whether that's our upholstery, our rugs, our carpet. But about every 12 to 18 months is kind of a good rule of thumb.
Okay. And if you have an existing stain that you've just tried everything on, let them give it a whirl. He can't make a promise. It could be something that even they can't do. But if they can't do it, he says nobody can.
Amen. That's right. Yeah. If we cannot fix it, it's not fixable.
All right. Well, your kids, I know, are wanting to get out there and enjoy the summer day with their dad. So they're in town for the day. So here is where you will find more at Zero Res. You can make your appointment today to wow your friends and your neighbors and have your carpets look great and at totally no risk to you and your family. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Trevor. Welcome to the Hemp House. Let me show you where the treats are.
Our selection of local products allows the Hemp House to bring a little calm to life's journeys, whether you're blessed with 4 legs or just 2. The Hemp House, 4 locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Lease a dynamic new 24 Tacoma for $349 a month. Get a new 24 Tundra with 1.99 APR financing or $2,000 customer cash with 2 years no cost maintenance.
Come in today. Ooh, like
Toyota. Let's go places.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
I saved so much money at Budget Breaks tonight. I'm eating like a king.
That's great, Hal.
Budget Breaks. Breaks starting at just $100.
At Papa John's, we know quality. Handcrafted pizzas, always served with extras. Better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some Papa John's. Get a free bread side when you buy any large pizza with 2 toppings or more using code TASTE.
Welcome to Redstone Estates, your young at heart senior living community. You'll find all you need for upscale, independent living with the comforts of home. From game nights and their friendly staff to fine dining from the professional chef, life here will delight.
I would love to welcome you to Redstone Estates, the perfect upscale senior living for you.
Call now for our move-in special, 423-541-9300.
The Hemp House is committed to offering safe access to locally sourced products from farmers that we trust. Products that can help you with everyday health and wellness. Our experts can help you pick the perfect product for your needs. The Hemp House, 4 locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
Innerspring or memory foam mattresses, any size, only $5.95.
Let's face it, these hot days of summer are going to be around for a while, so why not get outdoors and find some ways to beat the heat while soaking up the beauty that only summer can bring. Brian Smith is with Chattanooga Parks and Outdoors, and he knows all the best ways to take advantage of the city's multiple parks. So great to see you this morning.
Great to be here as well.
It's not just Coolidge Park and the fountains there where you can stay cool. There are parks all around the area.
I mean, we only have about 88 of them to choose from all across, and that's the thing, is get out and enjoy and embrace, even on these hot days, underneath a shaded tree.
Right.
This morning we had a couple that was married in one of our parks. I mean, the parks mean so much, and that's what we have seen. I mean, we all know how great parks are, but we have seen just the growth and use of those parks, especially coming out of the pandemic and where we are today, and ways to cool off. I was just a couple days ago kayaking and canoeing along the South Chickamauga Creek Greenway, right in the middle of downtown Chattanooga. Here I am boating and cooling off. Yeah, and like you mentioned, the Coolidge Park, our pools that are out there, just so many places that you can get out and just relax. And part of that is just being outside.
Well, and you know, I have the opportunity to talk to you, so I know about these things thanks to your coming our way. But when you are just kind of out living your life, you might forget that y'all have made this very intentional effort to revitalize all these different areas of town so that we do have 80-something viable parks?
Absolutely. So a couple different things here with that is, number one, obviously we want to take care and make sure as many parks are as quality as possible, because if you don't have a good quality park, no one's ever going to go.
Right.
And on top of that, too, restoring some of these by trying to bring back many areas of native plants. We've been seeing some of our grasslands turned back over to native plants. We're working on a median program downtown where we're not going to mow anymore. Instead, we want to grow native plants there instead. We're seeing a lot more native plantings around Coolidge Park and Renaissance Park. And so that's just kind of restoring back to its natural habitat. And when you do that, that's actually less maintenance on our crews and ends up saving taxpayer money as well, because you're not out there having to constantly maintain that lawn.
Right.
The overall natural vegetation is doing the right thing.
You mentioned the swimming pools that are around. Y'all do have, we do, not y'all do, have a lot of those, and they're at little to no cost for people, right?
We have 4 pools, so 3 of them are free.
Free.
And then we have Warner Park Pool, and the only reason why it's a charge there is just because of how popular that it is. And not only do we have Warner Park, but we have Carver Outdoor Pool, which is free, and then we have our 2 indoor pools at South Chattanooga and Brainerd. And these pools not only serve just hanging out and having a great time, but we've got water fitness. We're teaching hundreds of kiddos and even some adults how to swim every single year, because that's a big part of being safe, is making sure you know how to swim. Water fitness, I mean, lap swim, the list goes on.
Okay, I'll circle back to that safety, because we're also a big hiking community and outdoor community in general, and you'll find a lot of ways to beat the heat when you're out in the woods. Y'all are a resource guide for people too. If they do want to begin picking up hiking, they can contact you and kind of get some starter points.
Absolutely. Our Outdoor Chattanooga program division that we have here is all about connecting folks to the outdoors. And you mentioned there's a lot of hiking, biking, boating opportunities around here, but lots of times we go buy the gear and then we go hike and we just might not be sure of how to do it properly. So our Outdoor Chattanooga team is teaching proper ways to hike, teaching how to mountain bike, teaching how to skateboard, teaching how to kayak. So all of these here, so that really when you are ready to go out and take that next level, you have that proper training and you're ready to go, and you do it so safely. We're surrounded by water. We're surrounded by beautiful nature here. We just want to make sure people want to get out there and enjoy it, do so in a safe way.
So now you know how you can get outside and enjoy the best of summer and fall and winter, and then on into the next year. You can contact them online or give them a call if you want to. Their offices are right there at Coolidge Park. So
what a bad place to have an office.
Brian's probably splashing in those fountains every so often, but chattanooga.org/parks, and then there's their phone number as well. Thank you, Brian.
No problem. Thank you.
Pretty cool.
It is cool. I love it.
Over the years, we've handed out some pretty large checks, but none have been bigger than the ones we've paid to the order of the students in the great state we call home. The Tennessee Lottery, proud to have raised more than $7.5 billion for education. Now that's some game-changing, life-changing fun.
Sometimes I do struggle with fatigue.
My stomach hurts. I have brain fog.
I have trouble sleeping.
I have joint pain.
I deal with anxiety and depression.
I get up every day and go to work. Every week, the feds took money out of my paycheck in case I couldn't go to work.
I've been hurt and now I can't work. What do I do?
When I hurt my back, I just couldn't work.
I've been denied my Social Security disability.
So I hired WG. WG does SSD.
I'm W.
I'm G.
It's not the government's money, it's your money.
You'd work long and hard for it.
And we can help. Call us at 265-HELP.
58 Foundations and Waterproofing, the only company that's been encapsulating crawl spaces, waterproofing basements, and repairing foundations since 1958. That means experience. That also means you can be confident your home is in good hands. And if that wasn't enough, here's this. 58 Foundations and Waterproofing offers the industry's only money-back guarantee. That's right, experience and trust. Who else can offer that? 58 Foundations and Waterproofing. Schedule your free inspection today.
We have hurried to Murray this morning. This time we are at the Red-Eyed Rooster in the heart of downtown Chatsworth, Georgia, talking with Andy Hill in her lovely little coffee shop. And I've already got my glass. So good to see you this morning.
Good to be here.
Thank you for letting us come in.
Absolutely.
We've had to wait to talk to you because you're quite the spot. And it's been busy this morning, people coming in to get their cups of coffee.
Yes, we love that.
So we kind of felt on our car ride down this morning, it's been a while since we've hurried to Murray.
Okay.
And we were excited to come back this way, and it kind of has just this little family feel anyway when you come here. I love the fact that your story is completely family. Your husband's from here, you were in Chattanooga for a while, and now you've come back home.
Yes, we have. Yep. We're excited to be here in this community and create a little spot where they can come and be together.
So I love, Andy had said to me that she's very resourceful. When you come in the business, if you'll take a minute and look at the door, you're going to see veteran owned. You're the veteran.
I am. A lot of people have mistaken that, but yes, I am.
You were in the Coast Guard.
Yes.
So then you went through your career before opening the coffee shop, and you just are kind of one of those people who can do anything. You find your way.
If given, the right sources, yes, I can figure it out.
So there are some people who are going to be listening and they're going to be thinking, wait a minute, Red-Eyed Rooster, Red-Eyed Rooster, I know that. Y'all used to have a food truck in Chattanooga.
Yes, 2 years. We have a really great community there that if we go walk at the Chattanooga market, half the vendors know us, recognize us, stop us, see how we are. We've actually had a lot come down here and see us, visit us, so yes.
So part of that resourcefulness, the reason I brought up that little bit of backstory, is that kind of wherever you're planted, you seem to figure out a way to make it work for you. But this brick and mortar was kind of a dream of yours. Tell me about the name, because your husband's been plotting this for a while.
Yes, he has. He at least voiced it in 2020. He let me know, hey, I want to do a mobile coffee trailer. So I said, okay. And then he actually went and bought a trailer the following summer, brought it back, and I said, okay, we're doing this. And then he started building it out, and he goes, we need to come up with a name. So he sent me a meme one day of a rooster pouring coffee from a carafe into a cup. And he goes, this would make such a cool logo. And he was traveling, so I was like, okay, rooster, rooster, red-eye flights, and it just rolled off the tongue. So yes, he envisioned this. I wanted the name to somewhat be something about him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we came up with that.
Names are everything. So when you come into Red-Eyed Rooster, you'll take a look at their menu. It's really extensive. I was just asking Andy how in the world she comes up with it. I mean, it's a long menu, and your face lit up because you love the story behind the Mad Murray.
Yes. We, in Chattanooga, it's known as the Mad McConnell. So I think it was probably one of our very first gigs we did as the coffee trailer. We were called out to McConnell Elementary. They're in Middle Valley. But a teacher came out and she said, hey, can you make this drink? White chocolate, caramel drizzle, vanilla cold foam. I said, sure. She took it inside and 5 more teachers came out and wanted the same thing. And then when we posted a picture online, every time we went somewhere new, they would come up and say, I want this. So we just put it on the menu, but we had to name it after McConnell.
So a lot of people on our team this morning have gotten the Mad Murray. I asked you what your favorite was, and that's what I have, which is?
That's the honey nut.
Why do you love this one so much?
Honey, pistachio, cinnamon. So I feel like if you're someone who needs a bit of sweetness with your coffee, maybe you're not a big fan of how coffee itself tastes, but you want the results, the Mad Murray is definitely for you. The honey nut to me complements coffee. It doesn't mask it. So if you're someone who enjoys the flavor of coffee but you need a little bit to go with it, that is my favorite.
I'm enjoying it. I've gotten the iced one, but I like the layeredness of it because you definitely get the cinnamon, but then as you taste it, those other flavors begin to come out, and it's not overpowering.
No, that's why I love it.
I love the fact that y'all really were not experienced with coffee business ownership. You just always been coffee lovers.
Yes, we just, anytime we had people come into town, we would either share with them one of our favorite recipes or we'd take them to a coffee shop and say, you've got to try this. You know, that's just always been our thing. And then we realized, why not try and make a living off doing that? So because we enjoyed that. So,
So they just opened in March. So if you hurry to Murray, like we have, you'll be really kind of among their first customers. As we were waiting in line, not their first customers, but before they celebrate their year anniversary.
Yes.
But when we were waiting in line and Andy was very busy behind the counter, I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a woman here, and she asked what we were doing because she could see the cameras. And she was so excited because she's from the county. I'm not sure if she's from Chatsworth herself, but she said she loves it when her hometown gets celebrated, and there's so much growth here. Every time we come, Andy, there's a new business opening up.
I know, we're excited for some neighbors coming in. There's definitely a lot more coming in downtown. We're really excited about it.
It's kind of the place to be. So if you've not been down here, put it on your list of things to do. Escape the summer heat if you want. Plan ahead to fall. It's beautiful, it's friendly, it's welcoming, and you can get coffee morning, noon, and night, right? What time do y'all close?
6 p.m. during the week, 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay, so you can get a little pick-me-up before the night goes.
Just before.
I recommend this one. You can get the Mad Murray and let her know what your favorite is when you come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got to give a big thanks to Barry Gentry, too, at the Chamber of Commerce here in Murray County. He always makes it fun. We'll be back after this.
The people and places in the Tennessee Valley are special. Join Local 3 News as we explore our communities, bringing you the hidden treasures and unusual local stories in your town.
Brought to you by TVFCU, a place for all of us.
At Wedemark Keith, we believe in a different kind of attorney-client relationship. To us, every story is unique, every challenge is personal. Your struggles, your journey to justice, we feel it as our own. Because at Wedemark Keith, it's personal isn't just a slogan. It's our commitment to stand by your side, fight for you, and treat your case with the care and dedication it deserves. Wedemark Keith, it's more to us. It's personal.
At American Home Design, we hear plenty of reasons to replace an old tub.
It was very hard to keep clean, and it leaked.
And as you get older, it's harder to get in and out of tubs. But we can transform your bathroom into something beautiful in just 1 or 2 days.
The before and after, it's unbelievable the difference.
I like the aesthetics of, one, that it was so customizable.
It looks really expensive, but it's really affordable.
It looks very modern, it's very clean, it's very sleek.
If safety's a concern, choose from our wide selection of walk-in tubs and walk-in showers.
I feel completely safe.
It's easy to clean, it's easy to get in and out of. It has a seat warmer.
And our installations are backed by our exclusive lifetime workmanship warranty.
American Home Design has done great work for me and my family, and they stand behind it.
During Bruiser's Dog Days at Summer Sale, save up to $1,500.
$1,500?
Yep.
I'm outnumbered.
Call now.
American Home Design.
Join us to Golf for Good, Friday, September 13th at Brown Acres. Enjoy a round of golf, lunch, and more, all to help raise funds for volunteers in medicine and Project Access. Golf for Good. Register now at vim-chat.org.
I feel like I'm in math class a little bit this morning. Misty Bolt is here, Medicare Misty, as she is affectionately known. Good to see you.
You too.
I sat down thinking we were going to be talking about Medicare plans and the different enrollment times of the year that we often discuss, but you're kind of sending out a warning salvo to people this morning about pharmaceutical changes that come, what, in 2025? Is that right?
2025, yeah, January 1.
Okay, so can I give like the Cliff's Note version and then
Yes.
you can give the detailed list?
Absolutely.
The Cliff's Note version is listen up, and that what you want to do is listen to what Misty will tell you about this enrollment that you can take part in, right? Like a
Yep.
sign up.
Yep.
In the end, it sounds like you're going to save money,
Yes.
but your initial output is going to be higher than people are expecting.
Yes.
Is that a fair
Could be.
toss?
Yes, fair toss.
Okay,
Yes,
so you
very
take
good.
it from here.
So the donut hole's going away. Great news. Yay, yay. But if something goes away, then it costs usually something else to cover that. So I just want everybody to pay attention to their annual notice of change letter that comes October 1st. You'll get it telling you what your new plan's going to for January. But you need to do something by October 15th. I mean, do it starting October 15th till December 7th if the cost is outrageous.
Okay, so what your concern is that people might see this information come across in the mail,
Yes.
and it looks like a sign up for something that they think they don't want or need.
Right.
But if they haven't signed up, even if they're healthy today, And on January 2nd of next year, if they get sick with something and the prescription is high, if they haven't signed up, they don't get to take part in this payment plan. Is that right?
That's correct. So if their drugs are expensive, because the donut hole is max out of pocket is $2,000 this year. I'm sorry, for 2025. Right now it's $8,000, which is the max. So that's a really good savings. But to get to the $2,000, it may cost them a little bit to get to it. But once they get to it, they're covered at 100%. If the payments are what we were talking about, we were doing a math of like insulin could be $1,600. They would pay 25% of that insulin until they spent $2,000. Well, that could be a lot. If you're on 3 insulin, we were talking about that being $400 times 3, $1,200. And then now you've got $800 more to go, and you're thinking, I don't have $1,200 this month to spend on insulin. The company will actually do payments to divide by 12, but you do have to say, call the company and say, can you help me with these payments?
Okay, you know I ask 1,000 questions.
Which good, because
okay,
they're asking them too.
Question 1, because I'm not on Medicare. So do most people watching this morning who are on Medicare, do they know what you mean about the donut hole?
They should. And if they don't, they haven't hit it, but they've heard some kind of language. But if not, it's no consultation to call us. When you get your letter, October 15th, it'll say, this is what you have now, and this is what it's going to for 2025. I'm just really worried about somebody hitting the pharmacy on January 1st and they have a drug plan that they cannot change after December 7th, and they're stuck with this financial.
Okay, they are going to have a lot of questions. It's highly personalized. So if there's a husband and wife watching, both are on Medicare, they may already have different plans.
Yes.
Now they're going to want to watch even more closely to make sure they're getting the plan that's right for them, depending on their health issues. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
Okay. And then if you decided to sign up, sounds like everybody should elect for this payment plan, because it's just offering you an option.
Right.
You're not obligated to take it. If you sign up for it and you do have the $1,200 expense, and you want to divvy it up $100 a month, but you don't really want to be obligated, can you pay double on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
they'll always take your money.
Okay, so you can reach that $2,000 mark at your comfort level.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You're a pretty good teacher.
Well, I try. I've been doing it long enough.
Here's where you'll find her. It's Medicare Misty. You know her quite well. The website is MedicareMisty.com. I always hesitate to tell you this, but here I go. When you call her, 556-6055, she is so dedicated. If she cannot get to that phone, she will call you back. That's right. Love you.
Thank you.
Are you close taking 2 or more cycles to dry? New dryer manuals recommend dryer vent cleanings annually. Call now and have a better running, more efficient dryer by the weekend. Call today and say abracadabra, and we'll waive the